Hi, my name is Marin Magloire, and today I would like to introduce you the level I've made for Gunpoint called Tower. This level has been inspired by Deus Ex, the first one, where you have to choose a path with a certain type of gameplay in order to reach the objective. The kind of gameplay could be being stealthy or being brutal by killing anyone. Another path could ask you to talk to the people and do some kind of social engineering to try to get the codes of some doors or some specific piece of information. Or even to hack the computer in order to unlock some exits or whatever. And this is that kind of experience that I wanted to bring to Gunpoint by doing a level where the objective, marked with the white triangle up the screen there. So I wanted to bring that experience by proposing two different ways with two different gameplay in order to reach the objective. So this level is made of two towers, like the name of the level, one black that sounds like shadow, so stealthy, and one white where you will have to use the artificial intelligence of the game, especially the intelligence of the guard, in order to exploit it and reach the exit. And of course, at the top of the level, you have a very specific room with a specific color, the blue one, which is very different from the black and white and all the grayscale, whereas the objective at the center of the room, which is the computer to hack. And in order to increase the focus on this room, I put a lot of big assets on the roof to make the player being very focused on that part of the level when he's going up the tower. The main difference between the stealthy part and the manipulative part is that in the stealthy part you will have to go across the path of the guards, whereas in the manipulative part you won't cross the path of the guard. It was more convenient for me to use the editor view in order to scroll everywhere in the level, because it's not possible with the basic view of Gunpoint in the play mode. But now we are going to go for the live demonstration by entering the play mode. To finish the level, the player just has to hack the objective, which is the computer that is up there, and then going to the far right of the screen just by touching the border, so you can jump like this, or you can just go into the metro station, which is technically the same. To reach that objective, as you have seen, there is two trapdoors connected to the two towers, so you don't have to do both towers to reach the objective. Only a single pass is necessary to reach the objective and escape the level. But for demonstration purposes, I will show you both ways, of course. I will start with the stealthy path. To enter the tower, I have two solutions. I can take the lift here, or go through the broken window there. It's important to notice that the window is broken, because the secondary objective of Gunpoint to maximize your score is to do the less noise, to harm the less people. If you hurt no one, it's even better. If you make no sound, it's perfect. And the last criteria is to do it the fastest as possible. Of course, if I'm going to do the fastest as possible, you won't be able to understand many things in the game and you will like a lot of explanation. So I will take my time. So obviously, because the guard is looking that way, and you can see that the pointer is red to indicate me that it will be dangerous to stand in that way, I won't be able to go through the broken window, which force me to take the lift. So I go on the next floor, and as you have heard right now, upon arrival, the lift has made a little sound, a little ring, which attract the attention of the guard that way. So you can see that now the pointer is red when I'm pointing on that side of the room. You see, white, red, which means I won't be able to get out of the lift, which at the moment and every time you get in the cabin, it's a very good hideout. No one can see you. So I will have to go on the ground floor again. And now I will be able to enter the room by going this way. Of course, there is another way to go in front of a guard without him to see you. And in fact, we'll have to use it because if I try to go further that place, I will enter his field of view and he will be able to see me and he will shot me. This solution is just to switch off the light. This is one of the basic mechanic of Gunpoint. Here there is a switch. If I use that switch, the light will switch off. If I switch to the network mode, you can see all the devices linked with some kind of colored links, and I'm able to manipulate those links. At the moment, I'm able to access only the red network, which explains that all the other devices are in dark. And you can see that there is a motion detector, the lift button, and the switch. So if I connect the lift to the light, upon arrival the lift will switch off the light. If I use that switch, it will switch off the light. And if I connect it to the motion detector, it will also switch off the light. And as soon as the light is switched off, the guard will try to reach the switch in order to switch on the light again. So I will switch it off, and as you have seen with the motion detector, I unplugged it. I will also unplug the switch and all the connection to the light, so the guard will never be able to switch on the light again, which make that environment not very safe, but very safe if I stick to the roof. So now I can freely go across that room without having any problem. As I explained to you, only the red devices are accessible for me right now. So my next objective will be to reach that greenish stuff, which is a network route. And I will put a bug on that network route in order to access the green devices that you can see at the top of the screen right now. Those two devices. So this is my current objective. To reach the place upstairs, I will have to be careful not to be in front of that guard when I will go through the stairwell, but also not in front of that guard. So we can say that now is the perfect moment. So I'm going upstairs, and because I don't want this guard to notice me, I will hide behind that wall. I'm waiting for him to pass through the motion detector, place the bug, go on the roof again, and do the same technique to reach the stairwell again. And now I'm safe again. And I can access the green devices. So there is a trapdoor and a sound detector, as you can notice on the label on the bottom of the screen. So I will connect that sound detector to the trapdoor. And as you can see, there is a lift exit here, and like last time, when the lift will arrive to that floor, it will make a little sound, which will trigger the sound detector and open the trapdoor. So I'm waiting the guard to look away, and I can access the lift again. So, if I continue to go up, I will arrive here, and as soon as I arrive, a ring will be heard by the sound detector, and the trapdoor will be open. So I have to be careful to arrive on the good time, so the guard won't see me and I will be able to access the trapdoor. Here I will have totally the time to go there and reach the exit. But as you can see, there is several solutions in Gunpoint, and I wanted to leave that liberty to the player to have several options to reach the place. The other solution is to stay in that room and try to manage to make the lift go down on the next floor in order to be able to trigger the elevator from that place and have more time to cross the trapdoor and decide when to cross the trapdoor. To do so, I will plug the motion detector to the lift button, which will call the lift down, and then I will call the lift on that floor again in order to make the sound and go across the trapdoor to reach the final room. But the guard patrolling is a difficulty for me, because if he sees me in front of him, he will shoot me and I will die and I will fail my objective. So I will use that little switch here to switch off the light, but I won't be able to break the connection here. So the guard will automatically try to reach that switch again and switch on the light. So I will wait him to be at the end of the corridor, make my little manipulation, stick to the roof. Now the lift has been called, break the connection, stick to the roof again. And now I will just follow him, call the elevator, switch off the light, and go up. The guard switch on the light again, but I'm already gone. And now I can hack my final objective. Now I'm able to escape the level, as it's written on the label on the bottom of the screen. But as I told you, I would like to show both ways. To exit that room, it's really simple. I put a yellow network route that is basically giving me the access to the exit. So I'm placing the bug. I'm plugging the switch to the trapdoor. It opens the trap, and I'm able to escape. Now let's see what we have to do in order to use the manipulative way to access the last room. If we observe all the networks, we can see that there is a camera that will trigger an alarm as soon as the camera sees me. If I trigger the alarm, the guard will try to reach it in order to check what's happening, switch it off, and then patrolling. On his way, there is a motion detector, and this motion detector is red, which means that I will be able to connect it to that door, and that door is closing the room where I would have access to the blue network route. So that's why I'm connecting the motion detector to the door. As soon as I will go under the camera, the guard will run and give me free access to this room. I place the bug, and now I have access to the blue network. So like before, I have a sound detector, a lift. The solution appears very clearly for you now. I will connect it to the trapdoor, and as soon as I call the lift, I will be able to go through the trapdoor. But there is an additional difficulty. In fact, I'm not controlling when the door is opening or closing. It's based on the rhythm of the guard, and I have to synchronize to his movement. The other difficulty is that if I'm going through that door, because that guard is looking this way, I will be shot instantly. So my objective now is try to make his attention away from that side, and the only solution for me is to put the sound detector on the light, which will switch off the light, and the guard will go to that interrupter, that switch that I don't have access to, in order to switch on the light again. And on his way, he will cross a motion detector, which will open the trapdoor. I just have to wait for the guard to be on the good spot of the room here to synchronize all the process. And I reach that place. It was the second way to reach the main objective. Main objective, why? Because it would be a waste to make such a big level and not pushing the player to try to explore all the level. That's why in Gunpoint there is secondary objective. The secondary objective are two laptops. There is one here in the corner. I will move for you to see it a bit more. Here there is a laptop, and here there is another laptop. So the only thing for the player to do to obtain the secondary objective is to reach those laptops and press hack or open in order to get the content and being able to complete the secondary objective and to exit the level. Of course, there are secondary objectives and you are not forced to do it in order to exit the level and complete it, but I'm going to show you. There is something important for the custom content created by the player, is that in the editor there is a little bug that prevents the player to put more than one laptop. If you put two laptops or more, there is a bug and you are not able to hack everything properly in order to have all your objective. So I'm not going to hack the laptop, I'm just going to reach them both to show you that it's totally possible, and then I will exit the level. First I'm going to reach that laptop. To reach that laptop, we can see that it's closed behind a door that is protected by yellow network, and there is some hand scanner that only guards can activate, which can open the door. Since I'm not a guard, I won't be able to use those hand scanner, and I don't really want my guard to use that hand scanner. So I will cut the connection. And now I have only one device from my side that I can use to open the door. This is the lift. So upon arrival, the lift will open that door and I will have to reach that place. So I will escape that room, go upstairs again, and I will wait the guard not to be in my way when I want to reach that place. The door is closed and now I have all the time to hack the computer. And it's done! The computer has been hacked. Now I will be able to use that switch in order to open that door and escape without any problem. Whoops, sorry. Let me plug the switch to the door, and I will wait my guard to look away in order to get inside the lift. This secondary objective has been done. Because I placed this laptop first in the editor, I'm still able to hack the second laptop. If you would have started to hack this laptop, because of that bug, you won't be able to hack the first laptop. So this time, the solution is kind of easy. I will have to go that place, follow the guard without being seen, hack the laptop, switch off the light, and go downstairs again. Whoops, it has been a near miss. Let me use the checkpoint, hack the computer, switch off the light, and escape. As you have seen in Gunpoint, it's not a game over or you haven't lost if you are shot by a guard. You can use the regular checkpoints that are planned regularly in order to restart your action and try to finish the level without any problem. It cancels all the faults that have been done since the checkpoint. All the secondary objective has been completed. Now I can escape. And it's done. So I didn't hurt anyone, no one saw me, and I did a bit of noise. I took a lot of time, but all the laptops have been completed, and the client is very happy, which explains why I have an A+ grade. I hope that you have enjoyed that demonstration as much as I took pleasure to make this level, and feel free to read all the documentation where you can know more about the building process, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for looking at this video and have a nice day. Goodbye.